I've been a hairdresser all my adult life. I have enjoyed doing cuts, perms, color, highlights, working with people with all kinds of hair issues. Over the time of years, I realized that there are a lot of people that would love to have color and highlights and wonderful hair, but for some reason their hair was going away. Maybe it was medication, lack of medication, or too much, or injury, or a lot of different things can cause hair loss. And we are more important than our hair, but yet how our hair and our hairstyle kind of defines us. So I began to realize that people with hair loss need good solutions.
My name is Rachel Jerry. I'm a veterinarian and I work for a veterinary pharmaceutical company in Northwest Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It was when I started vet school that I started to notice that my hair was thinning. I'd always had really thick, long, curly hair, and probably a year into vet school I started noticing when I would brush my hair, when I would fix my hair, that there was just more on the brush, more in the sink, more in the bottom of the bathtub than there had ever been before. It was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I was finally settled in my career, and I felt that the amount of hair loss I was still having and that I wasn't regaining any new growth wasn't from stress. I wasn't as stressed as I was in vet school. I wasn't as stressed as I was in my internship, and yet I was still having this hair loss problem. And that would be when I decided, okay, there's something wrong and I need to go see my doctor to find out what it is. In my searching for what I called semi-permanent hair replacement, I found Sarah Lou's website, Custom Hair Design, and I called her and we set up my first consultation. I was pretty nervous. I had been to hairstylists, beauticians before, and they were very quick to point out that my hair was thinning, but they didn't offer very many reasonable solutions. It was either vitamins that I'd already tried, or they didn't have any options for me. It was just, well, try fixing your hair like this, try doing this. So I was very nervous that I was gonna make the appointment, I was gonna come up here, and that's what I was gonna get, was more of the same. No solutions, just someone else to point out that there was a problem, which I already knew about.
When someone comes into me, well, they call, they text, they find me on my website. First thing I want to do is to set up a 1-hour consultation where they come in. That hour is free, but until they have met me and I have met them and I can see their hair, see their scalp, see their needs, it's hard for me to know what or where we're going with this. So they come in. We have private rooms. There are 2 of us that work here. Randy is my assistant. And so we work together, and I take them into my room and we talk about what their expectations are, what their needs are, what their fears are. And from there, we start talking about a plan.
So when I came up to meet Sarah Lou, I was pleasantly surprised. It was just me for my appointment. When you're in a big salon and there's 6 or 7 hairstylists, all these other women around, you get very self-conscious because most of those women have beautiful hair and you're here because of a problem. So it was nice to have that privacy where I could speak very candidly with her about the problem. And when she began to offer me solutions, I could be very open with, yes, I like this idea, no, I don't like that idea. So once I got in and gave her my history, medical history, what I'd done with the dermatologist, because she did want to know what medications I was on, if I had had any medical workup done to see about the problem. She looked at my hair and then we started the conversation about what I wanted. She started with clip-on pieces and wigs, and I told her I had tried that, been down that road, done that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted something more permanent. I think what I told her is I don't care if my natural hair ever sees the light of day again. I wanted beautiful hair and I wanted it all the time. So then she began to talk to me about hair systems. So this is a Cesar Ragase custom hairpiece. It is specifically made for me. A mold was made of my head, of my scalp, and they fashioned this hairpiece off of that mold so that it fits perfectly. There's no seam where the hairpiece is joined to my scalp. There's no buckling, there's no discomfort. The hair that's on the piece, I picked out. They color matched it to my hair. I told them what length, what amount of curl, and after they made the base, they were then able to take what I wanted and they hand placed each hair into the base of my piece and sent it to me. So this is the only one like this in the whole world, and it is made just for me. It won't fit anybody else, and I love it. It feels like there's nothing there except beautiful hair. Miss Sarah Lou, I know I tell you every time, but I just wanted to tell you again and hope that you know how much you have done for me to make me feel beautiful and confident to be able to go out and do anything and everything that I want to do in life. Thank you so much.